Mail order shear sharpening. We do a lot of mail order shear sharpening here at Bonika Shears, and I want to address how we do it and then give you some suggestions on if you want to get into starting a mail order shear sharpening business, what is involved, and then maybe the strengths and pitfalls of it. So let's look at that. I'm Bonnie Megowan, and our business is Bonika Shears, and we have been sharpening and selling shears for decades as a family business. And I train sharpeners, by the way. So we've been doing some mail order shear sharpening over the years, and we would tell people just pack up your shears and send them in. And sometimes we would get an empty envelope with the address on it and all kinds of poorly packed shears, and of course we got blamed for it. So here in the last couple of years, the new system that we use makes it cost a lot more for the hairstylist or the groomer that sends us the shears, but makes it easier for them, safer for the shears, and easier for us. So here's our system. If you go on the website and you choose to have your shears sharpened, you prepay and you choose however many shears you want to be sharpened. And it doesn't double the amount because what's included is shipping. Shipping 3 ways. So what we do, we'll send you a box, a priority mail box, with our address already on it, a label, paid. You also get tags for however many shears that you say you're going to sharpen with a number on them. This number will correspond to your invoice number, so we don't get things mixed up. You'll have little plastic bags to put your shears in, and we instruct you to put your tag label on it. In addition to that, we send you a form, and these may be updated in the future, but basically the form tells us the list of the shears and how are you using them, whether you're slide cutting, dry cutting, wet cutting, or barbering. But so all this is sent to you. Then when you get it, you put your shears in the box, send the box back to us. We sharpen it here. Usually our mail is delivered in the afternoon. We'll sharpen it the next day and it'll go out the next day. However, our mail delivery has been sporadic, and also we're in Atlanta. We've had snow. Anything that can delay the mail in all 3 directions, because the box is coming to you, the box is coming back to us, and then we're sending you the box with your shears. And anywhere in there that it can be delayed, we get blamed and maybe might get a bad and that's one of the things to be aware of. I might get a bad review on my sharpening that has nothing to do with the sharpening. It has to do with a later delivery. But I take them seriously. When these shears come in, most times it's 24 hours and I get them sharpened and get them out. We've just hired a new sharpener to work with us in the afternoon. I oversee his work and I test and check everything before it goes out, but it's helped me stay up on time. Now, you're a sharpener and you would like to just stay at home and sharpen and not go out in the salons, and like, how do I develop this sharpening business? Or maybe you're not a sharpener yet and you want to learn how to sharpen and you think this is a business you can do from home and not have to go out into the salons or the groomers and go on location or go ask or pick up the sharpening, bring it back. Here's my suggestions for you. Number 1, it has taken us years to get to the point where we're getting in. What do we think we get in? Maybe about 3 sharpenings a day, Misty? Yeah, about 3 mail orders a day. And it's taken us years to get there. Now, one of the reasons it has is because we encourage people not to send them to us. We have a lookup on our website and we refer them to other sharpeners, and we would really rather them use their local sharpener. So that's one reason we don't have more, and we don't promote our mail order sharpening. It's like, it's the last resort if you have no one in your area. So we don't want to take business away from the local sharpeners. Also, some of the people that have developed a pretty good mail order sharpening business are people that are either groomers or hairstylists before they got into sharpening. They're on some social media accounts, whether it's Instagram or Facebook or what have you, and their organizations that they're in, they're able to promote this mail order sharpening business. And that has been really key. Or maybe they have someone in their family or a close friend that can give them recommendations on some of these online groups. That really helps bring in the mail order sharpening. And then another thing about mail order sharpening, people tend to think that they're going to get better sharpening if they send their shears out, and that's not always so. And if they have a bad taste in their mouth, if you don't have the right training and equipment, and if someone gets back some shears that you've sharpened and the screw loosens up, which has nothing to do with your sharpening, or something, maybe they were dropped by the letter carrier and someone stepped on them, and so they get them back and they're not happy with the sharpening. Well, you're not in the same room with them like you are if you're sharpening inside the salon. So you can't go over there and take a look at what the problem is, and so you might just get a bad review and without having the chance to fix it. So, do I recommend mail order sharpening? No, not on either end of it. Not on the end of the hairstylist sending them off, or not on the sharpener as a business model. Do we do it? Yes, we do a lot of it. The reason I don't recommend it is because when you send the shears off, like I said, anything could happen. They can get lost. Sometimes, I won't say that happens here, but it might. They're training a new sharpener, and that's the person that sharpens your shears. You have no clue whether that person sharpening your shears has decades of experience or one day of experience. You don't know who's doing them. You don't always know what equipment they have. So when you send them off, it's as much of a chance as someone walking in your salon, except if you're sending them back to the company that made the shears, because they have a desire to make those shears cut as long as possible, so that you would like that brand of shears. So, but sending them off to some random mail order sharpening place, you don't always know what you're going to get. Trust reviews from people you know, not necessarily reviews online. Then the other end, if you're a sharpener, it's slow to develop that mail order sharpening business. You may want to do it on the side, but I would not get into sharpening thinking that's where your money's coming from. It may down the road, but I think you're going to need to get out there and actually go into the businesses and go into the salons and sharpen that way to get the business. Now, I know a lot of sharpeners watch these YouTube videos, and if you've had a different experience, or if you have some advice for people, please put it in the comments below. Or if you have questions about mail order sharpening, or learning to sharpening, or having the right equipment, you can put that in the comments, or there's also a free information package you can get. But I hope this was helpful to you. I think in general, the dog grooming industry are more comfortable with sending their equipment off to be sharpened than the beauty industry. That just seems to be my experience. But that's something else you can comment below if you're a groomer or stylist. How do you feel about sending your shears off? So I've got a lot of other videos. I hope you'll like and subscribe and watch me on a few more YouTube videos.